Welcome back to Put You On. My name is Michael. I'm here with my dad.
Hey everyone, it's Mike.
Why are you doing it like that?
Like Ermintrout. I wanted to try it.
Oh,
We could do it again. I just thought I'd make you
nope,
laugh.
that's the one. That's the one. We're keeping it. Today we're listening to the sixth studio album by Kanye West.
I was wondering when he was going to pop back.
It's called Yeezus, a very iconic Kanye West album.
Yeah.
This is actually the 10-year anniversary this year of that album, 2013.
Wow.
Came out in June of 2013. So this follows My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasies, which was the last one we did, which I told you was like very highly regarded and as one of his best.
Yeah.
This album is very, I feel like it's pretty divisive among Kanye fans. Like a lot of people have it very low in their rankings. A lot of people have it as their favorite. And I think a big part of that is due to the sound of the album. Rick Rubin got involved to help Kanye make a very different sound from what he was doing in the previous albums. Me personally, I love it, but I also love Rick Rubin. I think anything that he touches kind of turns to gold in my mind. I think he just has a great vision for music and for artists and brings out great things in them.
Yeah.
It's a short record. Had a very low-key rollout, which a lot of Kanye's rollouts are. I feel like we've talked about this before, like bigger artists like Kendrick and stuff, they don't really do a lot of the times a big...
They don't need to tease you.
Yeah. I don't know if you... again, it was a while ago now, but My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasies had a pretty decent amount of big features on it. Like it had the Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z and Pusha T. There's a couple of features on here-ish that were kind of in the background or did some help with the production or some vocals, but there's no real big, feature like that is highlighted on any song.
Well, good.
It's pretty much all Kanye.
Yeah, I kind of always felt,
Which
I
he
mean,
doesn't
that's
need.
it's a courtesy and it can drive up sales,
Yeah.
but he,
And a very simplistic cover, as you see here. It's just the
it's
CD
kind of cool though.
with the little tag,
Yeah.
which has become very iconic, this cover. And even it's cool because this is the album cover, right, that you see on
Yeah.
streaming. But when you buy the CD, that's how it looked. It was the actual CD with just the red sticker.
That's pretty cool.
So the album cover is a picture of what the album looked like when you bought it.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, it's a short album, 10 tracks, 40 minutes. The intro track is called On Sight.
Yeezy season approaching. Fuck whatever y'all been hearing. Fuck whatever y'all been wearing. A monster about to come alive again. Soon as I pull up and park the Benz, we get this bitch shaking like Parkinson's. Take my number and lock it in. Indian hair, no moccasins. It's too many hoes in this house of sin. Let me show you right now before you give it up.
Wasn't expecting that swing.
It's out of nowhere.
Even slower. I thought it was going to be a...
Baby girl try and give
stay
it
on
up.
that.
And a girl try and give it up. Chop them both down. Don't judge them, Joe Brown. One last announcement. No sports ball, let's keep it bouncing. Everybody wanna live at the top of the mountain. Right now, I need, right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where that little slow part, how he thought that. That was just a very chaotic, driven tune. So for that slow part to have come in, it really threw me. I like the chaoticness of it because it sounded like he was just really having fun with it.
Yeah.
We already know how he's the master of hooks, and boy, he could just, it sounds like something he's just playing around with, and
Yeah.
he just turns it into a mega hit.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, and it probably isn't even his best lyrical work, but the fact that it was like that pace of that chaotic, I could see that a DJ using that and just
Oh yeah.
transitioning with it, and it has all the makings for
Yeah, and I feel like
a fun listen.
yeah, it's so fun, and I feel like it's great like to do this album as far into, or I guess relatively far into this rap journey as we have, because you've heard so much like quote unquote experimental things that I've exposed you to.
Yeah.
That I don't think this is gonna like
No,
make you go,
no.
huh?
The other artists have
Which you've heard much more experimental
way
than
more.
this too.
Yes.
AKA this guy, JPEG.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I feel like, you know, like you have such a broad knowledge now and such a good knowledge of Kanye that you're
Yeah.
able to kind of
Yeah, it sounds
know
like,
where it's going.
I mean, that's a good kickoff to some banging,
Yeah.
you know, like I know how he likes to have fun. I mean, his lyrics still crack me up
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's hilarious.
He really is good with that. Like, you know.
And you even hear him laughing in that song. at the
Yeah,
end of the
like not
bars.
trying to be too, you know.
Like he just had the beat and then he was like,
let me
fuck it.
just find these words to go
Yeah.
with it.
Track 2 is called Black Skinhead. I'll let it transition into that.
He loves that big band stuff, the
Yeah.
marching band. Hey, hey. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
For my theme song, my leather black jeans on, my by any means on, part and I'm getting my scream on. Enter the kingdom, but watch it you bring home. You see a black man with a white woman at the top floor, they gon' come to kill King Kong. Middle America packed in, came to see me in my black skin. Number one question they asking, baby we living in the moment. I've been a menace for the longest, but I ain't finished. I'm devoted, and you know it, and you know it. So follow me up, cause this shit about to go. I'm doing 500, I'm out of control. But there's nowhere to go, and there's no way to slow. If I knew what I knew in the past, I would've been blacked out on your ass.
Drums are just so crazy.
Stop all that coon shit, early morning cartoon shit. This is that goon shit, fuck up your whole afternoon shit. I'm aware I'm a wolf, soon as the moon hit. I'm aware I'm a king. Back out the tomb, bitch. Black out the room, bitch. Stop all that coon shit. These niggas ain't doing shit. Them niggas ain't doing shit. Come on, homie, what happened? You niggas ain't breathing, you gasping. These niggas ain't ready for action. Ready for action. In the morning, and I'm zoning, I think I'm possessed. It's an omen, I keep it 300.
He just blows
the
away
Romans,
everybody.
300 bitches, we're the Trojans. Baby, we living in the moment.
Damn. God damn. That's what he should have said at the end. God damn. Oh, man. Really good.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that those two are back to back, this one's as close as like I could think of like rebel punk,
Yeah.
you know, like in a rap form.
Yeah.
Very socially conscious he is.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely socially conscious, we know.
Yeah.
Not afraid to speak his mind. Not intimidated in any way. It just comes across in every way about him.
Yeah.
I still love the way he doesn't try to silence the breaths in between, which he could sample.
Yeah.
He could clean that up.
Well, he even
right?
uses it in this song as a swing, like a
Yeah, exactly.
to kind of give the drums a
Yeah,
move.
yeah.
It's just
And I just can't help but, you know, it's one of those ones you can't help but feel like watching it in a big stadium with the guys on the field with the marching
Yeah.
band and those. It's just made for that. I mean, he loves that, and I love how he brings it in and makes you feel like it could be in the Thanksgiving Day parade. It can be in the LSU, bowl.
yeah, that's like the classic gym running.
Anthem.
I mean,
Anthem.
anything. It
Yeah.
gets you so
Yeah. And the fact of Black Skinhead too. I mean, he is making some socially provocative statements,
Yeah.
but nothing,
yeah. You're right. He just acknowledges it without.
I love how he does that. Yeah.
without hesitation and without
right.
you know.
He's not saying anything that nobody
Yeah.
doesn't know Is that right? He's not saying anything that
that
we don't
people
know
aren't aware
already.
of. Yeah.
But I love how
But not
he
everyone's
just,
saying it.
yeah.
This is called I Am a God, track 3.
Wow.
I am a god. I am a god. Hurry up with my damn massage. Hurry up with my damn menage. Get the Porsche out the damn garage. I am a god. Even though I'm a man of God, my whole life in the hand of God. So y'all better quit playing with God. Soon as they like you, make them unlike you. Cause kissing people's ass is so unlike you. The only rapper compared to Michael. So here's a few hating ass niggas to fight you. And here's a few snake ass niggas to bite you. I don't even wanna hear about what niggas might do in a French ass restaurant. Hurry up with my damn croissants. I am a god. I am a god. I know he the most high, but I am a close high. Mi casa su casa, that's our Costa Nostra. I am a god.
Clever as hell.
Yeah.
I am a god.
That one was a little insight into maybe some of the mania that I know he's been known for. You
Yeah.
know, I feel with him too. His talent is so beyond description
Yeah.
that you have to be. I think the really great ones are tormented in some way, somehow. Like whether they can't get the words out fast enough onto paper, whether it's, you know, the creativity is constantly buzzing around in their head, but then they get so famous and you can't even be out in public alone. You know, I mean, there's all the, and can you imagine all that frustration and stress? And those screams almost sound like panic attacks.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
they were,
Yeah, it's the perfect balance of like the first half being
one
the
sounded like,
bravado and
yeah.
funny jokes and lines and
And what's the name of this one?
I Am a God.
I Am a God.
But then the second half, you're right, it's like kind of like worry, panic,
Yeah.
confusion.
And almost like, you know, so I am talking to Jesus and he's like, hey, how's it going? You know, I see I see you kind of, you know, you're getting overwhelmed.
yeah.
I'm just making the millions. I'm
Yeah.
all right. But like a couple of the screams sound like fear. And then another one sounds like, you know, like he's having a huge panic
Yeah,
attack.
like just
And then another
yeah.
one just sounds like, you
one's
know,
like exhausted.
yeah, like you get into your room and you're like,
Yeah.
I can't figure it out.
Yeah, it's,
So I know he's got that torment. So it was a little insight into
yeah,
some
this
of
is a
the-
fascinating album. Like with how simplistic some of the things are in the sounds, like you're saying, like obviously you can tell right away that like, you know, like any of the great artists, nothing is, you know, unintentional.
right.
You know what I mean? It might sound
Yeah, the
sporadic.
fact that we're picking up on something, it probably
Yeah.
has some intent to it.
And like at a non-deep glance, you could just be like, it's just crazy sounds. But like you're saying, as much as we know about him now,
Yeah,
or especially through the channel and the journey, you can tell
incredible.
there's a lot going on in the music.
Yeah.
Track 4 is called New Slaves.
My My mama was raised in the era when clean water was only served to the fairer skin. Doing clothes you would've thought I had help, but they wasn't satisfied unless I picked the cotton myself. You see, it's broke, nigga, race him. That's that don't touch anything in the stove. And it's rich, nigga, race him. That's that come in, please buy more. Spending everything on Alexander Wang, new slaves. You see his leaders and his followers, but I'd rather be a dick than a swallower. You see his leaders and his followers. I throw these Maybach keys, I wear my heart on the sleeve. I know if we the new slaves, I see the blood on the leaves. I see the blood on the leaves. I see the blood on the leaves. I know that we the new slaves, I see the blood on the leaves. They throwing hate at me, want me to stay at ease. Fuck you and your corporation, y'all niggas can't control me. I know that we the new slave, I know that we the new slave. I'm about to wild the fuck out.
Subtle, but they're there, yeah.
I know that pussy ain't free. Grab the reporters so I can smash they recorders. Say that confused with some bullshit like the New World Order. Meanwhile, the DEA teamed up with the CCA. They try and lock niggas up, they try and make new slaves. See, that's that poverty on prison. Get your peace today.
How he's building this whole rap around dun 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 dun. That's all it is. In different variations, but chills, man. Might be my favorite one so far.
Yeah, song's
I
incredible.
mean,
That's some Frank Ocean vocals at the end.
beautiful,
There, uncredited.
beautiful. I mean, it went from
Dun, dun, dun,
an aggressive rapping over that and building a whole without any supporting music or instruments, just that, very different types of that beat.
Yeah.
And then, climaxing, really, again, just talking about himself very deeply.
Yeah.
And then,
And his family and the industry.
yeah. And just,
and everything you're saying with not being afraid to make the commentary on,
and I can appreciate that whole thing about, I remember going into the store when, Oma would want to look at something in the store and tell me, don't touch anything. If you touch it, you break it, you bought it.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford it, but she'd like to go in and look at things. And I know that feeling of, I know I'm not,
not
that skin
fully,
color, but I know being the difference, what he was saying between the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah.
And then just break that into that beautiful ending. I really got goosebumps listening to it.
And again, like
It almost felt like he could, like it was building into its own other song.
Yeah.
That he could take that and
I think that's why those moments work so well. Like you were saying, it's so unexpected. Like you would think that would crescendo into a big, something with drums or something bigger.
Yeah, no, it got
But
soft.
he takes you right back down, and
Something else.
it's just you have no clue where it's going at any time.
I still like the force of this album. It's very forceful.
Yeah.
And driving.
And his raps are
oh man,
very aggressive, clear, direct. But you're right, the sonics around it are just
and swallow and follower. I mean, that's a
that's a great fucking line.
lines.
I mean, again, we always do it, but
I
it was
know.
basically what we were just saying.
Yeah.
But he just puts it in.
Like I didn't
only way
expect the
he can do
French
it.
restaurant. Where's my damn croissants? Because I thought he was just going to repeat what he had been saying.
The one before.
yeah, and then he just trips you up, and he's just really good at that.
Track 5 is called "Hold My Liquor."
I can hold my liquor, but this man can't handle his weed. Dark and lonely now, on Chicago South Town.
I can't handle no liquor,
but these bitches can't handle me. I can't control my niggas, and my niggas, they can't control me. Bitch, I'm back out my coma, waking up on your sofa. When I park my Range Rover, slightly scratch your Corolla. Okay, I smash your Corolla. I'm hanging on a hangover. 5 years we been over. Ask me why I came over. One more hit and I can own ya. One more fucking I can own ya. One cold night in October, then the auntie came over. Skinny bitch with no shoulders, telling you that I'm bogus. Bitch, you don't even know us. Baby girl, he's a loner. Baby girl, he's a loner. Late night organ donor. After that, he disown ya. I can't handle no.
Whatever that little electric sound is, so cool in headphones.
I can't control my niggas, and my niggas, they can't control me.
I heard you need a new phone. I know your rents ain't be home. Calling up your uncle's place. Shit's all over the place.
He's not afraid of the electric guitar at all. He's a big fan of it.
Yeah. On a few albums, he's had solos.
Michael Jackson liked it too.
Yeah.
I loved the rap part with just that
The screech. Yeah.
and the rapping about, I mean, you could just identify, being a teenager and going and sneaking around when the parent someone's not home.
Yep.
Very visual. And then it took the experimental.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to not have any more of him coming back on that. I would have liked to
Another verse.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
At least. But it's creative.
It's a very quiet
I can't
song.
fault it. Yeah.
It kind of makes you focus in. Everything's very
Yeah.
let down.
Because he is the way he is, you can't help but stay in tune because you never know
Yeah.
what's going to jump in and you want to be ready for it.
Yeah. Track 6 is called I'm In It.
Is that Kim?
Damn, your lips very soft.
That's Drake's girl
As I turn
now.
my Blackberry off, and I turn your bathwater on. I'm lying, I needed condoms, don't look through the glass. Chasing love, all the bittersweet, I was lost. Eating Asian pussy, all I need was sweet and sour sauce.
Oh my
Tell your
God.
boss you need an extra hour off. Get you super wet after we turn the shower off.
That's all them can do. Say what? That's all them can do. We deal with when we roll on fire black, never that piece of the won't spray. Like I was on. When we roll on fire black, never that piece of the won't spray. Like I was on. We are gonna smell pan coat day, cause we beat murder charge like OJ.
That's right, I'm in it. I'm in it. That's right. That's right, I'm in it. Then she came like, ah! That's why I'm in it and I can't get
That's all them
out.
can do.
That's
Say
why I'm
what?
in it and I can't get
That's all
out.
them can do. We deal with action thing, cause a bad man thing of that man do.
That's right, I'm in it.
Grab that up, set your clothes.
I'm finna start a new movement, being led by the drums, I'm a rap lick priest, getting head by the nuns, they don't play while I'm playing, they don't see what I'm saying, they be ballin' in the D-League, I be speaking swag Healy.
Oh man. I was just picking up there.
Yep. And then it drops you off.
Damn.
Wild song.
Yeah, very wild. Yeah, obviously, you know,
It's like 6 songs in one.
not hard, you know, subject matter
Yeah.
apart. That one was okay, but I still like his rapping. I could listen to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish he just put so many things together. So he had, you know, he's telling you what we're singing about, then he'll go and give lyrics to support it.
Yep.
And I like that. There's no staleness or repetitiveness. I can't even compare one album to the next. I mean, other than
I mean, the first couple, right?
I like how he's always. I think I always pick up that's how long I've been on ya.
Well, the flows.
I feel like that's
Yeah, every artist has their
on ya. He says that very uniquely. Like I pick it up, you know, instantly.
Yeah, every artist has their
Go-to,
flows and
their go-to.
Yeah, which that makes it their thing. But everything around that,
Right.
the production, the album structure, the
Yeah. But it's
topics.
even, to me, it's even amazing then how many times you can hear that thing. That's how long that, like, in, you know, used,
Right.
but still used complete. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't come across the same way.
Yeah.
Something else.
Track 7 is called "Blood on the Leaves." This, again, one of Kanye's most iconic songs. I feel like I could say that for probably 3 to 4 songs on every album.
Right.
This samples the song "Strange Fruit" by Billie Holiday from the
yeah,
60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite Kanye songs.
Strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees.
And all I want is what I can't buy now.
Blood on
Cause
the
I ain't got the money on me right now. And I told you to wait. Yeah, I told you to wait. So I'ma need a little more time now. Cause I ain't got the money on me right now. And I thought you could wait. Yeah, I thought you could wait. These bitches surrounding me.
Black bodies
I want
swinging in
something
the
now, man.
breeze.
Then they talk about me. So let's get on with it. We could have been somebody. Said you had to tell somebody. Let's take it back to the first party. When you tried your first Molly. It came out of your body. It came out of your body. Running naked down the lobby. And you were screaming that you love me. Before the limelight told ya. Before the limelight stole ya.
From the poplar trees.
You could have been somebody. We could have been somebody. Was it on the first party? When we tried our first Molly. It came out of our body. It came out of our body. Fuck them other niggas, cause I'm down with my niggas. Fuck them other niggas, cause I'm down with my niggas. Fuck them other niggas, cause I'm down with my niggas. I ride with my niggas, I die for mine.
Mission Impossible.
It's the craziest horn line ever.
To all my second string bitches, try and get a baby, try and get a baby. Now you talking crazy. I don't give a damn if you used to talk to Jay-Z. He ain't with you, with Beyonce, need to stop acting lazy. She Instagram herself like bad bitch alert. He Instagram his watch like mad rich alert. He only wanna see that ass in reverse. $2,000 bag with no cash in your purse. Now you sitting courtside, wifey on the other side. Gotta keep them separated, I call that apartheid. On and on the alimony. Yeah, she got you, homie. Yeah, till death but do your part. Unholy matrimony.
Black bodies swinging in the summer breeze.
And breathe, and breathe.
What?
You know how, like, when I do shit that annoys mom to hell, it's like one of those songs, if I heard this and I'd be walking around going, "Breeze," and she'd be like, "Would you stop that?"
It's so catchy though.
Blood on the leaves.
I mean, I think that was probably the most epic.
Oh my god.
It
Dun, 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 dun.
yeah, and it's one of the few songs where he started on the piano
Yep.
and he ends on the piano.
Yeah.
But nothing in the beginning went back to that at all.
Yeah,
it just grew and grew and grew.
Explodes.
And the fact that the two things, the imagery of that song about the lynchings and, you know, the blood on the leaves, and then him singing "We Could Have Been Somebody,"
Past relationship. Yeah.
made me think, was it a black and white thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that's
Okay.
It's interesting.
I mean, it had me like,
correlation.
what's the? I thought it was going to be like a
Yeah.
race song,
right.
but it wasn't. It was more about a relationship song, and it sounded like in the beginning a little bit of a heartbreak, but then in the middle it got so chaotic with the wives and the girlfriends and the basketball court, and it's
Yep.
like it came back to modern time.
Yeah. And I like when he's rapping at the end how he's cutting the horns in and out like dent dent it. Like he chops the
turns
sample
it into its own beat.
Yeah, it's just so good.
Wow, that was a good one.
Yeah. But you're right, it's like crazy to think that sample
Now I'm holding down the
turned
summer
into
now.
what it did. I'm sure that's going to be stuck in your head now.
Oh, it is, because I just have this, I don't know about it, whether it's my attention span or my ADD, but I tend to latch on the stupidest things and just use them like to annoy people.
Track 8 is called Guilt Trip.
I need to call it off. I need to make it up.
Very Pink Floyd synth.
Another one, Capricorn, Capricorn. That's enough.
Like a video game.
Yeah. Galaga.
And I'm feeling it right now, 'cause it's the time when my heart got shot down. Block up. Pour a little champagne cranberry. Block up. Feeling lied to like Pampers never said you could doctor. You feel it's like Zulu, and nothing is a shocker. I hit her with Jamaican dick. I'm the new shopper.
But he makes it into something so
Hypnotic.
yeah. Like it doesn't sound like a Jamaican song.
No.
It's like
Wow, strings.
You love me so much, why you let me go? Whoa, whoa, let me go. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Go ahead. I can almost hear his voice coming.
yeah, like what he would be doing on this. Yeah.
That was interesting. That was a
Yeah.
little bit of artistic liberty there.
Yeah. He
Right?
slows it down a lot.
Flexing his,
Just production.
I think
Yeah,
so.
it's very production heavy. But it's interesting coming off of the aggressive, heavy breakup track to then have the more pensive, you know, if you love me so much, why'd you let me go?
I find he's one of the few too that gives me the impression, the way he tells it, and you know, he could be making it up, but I don't think so. I really get the feeling that, you know, we know he lived the life of being broke,
Yeah.
but he still finds a way to bring it in. Like he couldn't possibly go to a bar now or a
Of
club,
course not. Anywhere
right?
in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
But he has such a good grasp of making you feel like he's still
Yeah.
the common man.
Right.
Even though he can't experience it a lot unless it's at a big club or something,
Right.
you know, a big private thing.
Yeah.
But it's not far out of his
Grasp. Yeah.
to touch on it.
And it's
you know?
interesting too, because like it's something that you kind of only get through his music. You know what I mean? Like you're saying, it's hard to
It
show
couldn't-
that side of you or do any of that in the public,
exactly
outside of the art.
Exactly.
But once you get into
it's
the
like
music,
a glimpse into
you get to actually kind of get a feel of, right?
Exactly
Who is
what I
this
was
guy? What's he
thinking.
thinking?
Right.
Because when he's in public, you know, he's just
He's
hiding,
being chased. Yeah.
face down.
But I
quiet.
think Biggie was another one who, you know, very clearly in the music was
Oh, yeah.
showing the difference between, you know, not having the
Persona.
money and having the
Yeah.
money, and then, you know, but he does it here, and I really got the impression of like he's out, you know, with drinks, asking for vodka cranberry, and you know, being able to go up to the bar
and maybe processing
hit on
this
somebody,
breakup
yeah,
still
yeah,
and
but
being sad about
to
it.
to just still be able to remember that and be as famous as he is and not being able to do it is pretty clever.
And Kid Cudi he
he can sing.
He fits so well on any.
My goodness,
They have so many amazing collaborations that we've heard so far. He's on pretty much every Kanye album.
he got a pretty voice.
But they're just such a good combo.
Yeah, it is.
The second to last track is called "Send It Up."
Reliving
Jeez.
the past. You're lost.
Got a siren.
Rockstar bitch call me Elvis. M.O.B. she call me selfish. Success got them jealous. Shorties killing, wildin', drilling. Tattoos how they
But it
break
also
the
gives me a
news.
feeling like almost
It
like
was
an
real
elephant.
if you made the
Like,
news.
and it's that big.
Last night my bitches came in twos.
You know?
And they
Yeah.
both suck like they came to lose. Dropped out first day of school.
This the crazy shit in the club. Sis in the club. It's so packed I might ride around on my bodyguard back like Prince in the club. She said, can you get my friends in the club? I said, can you get my Benz in the club? If not, treat your friends like my Benz. Park their ass outside till the evening end. When I go raw, I like to leave it in. When I wake up, I like to go again. When I go to work, she gotta call it in. She can't go to work, same clothes again. And
It can go down.
Never
We can
heard
send this
anything like
bitch
it.
Up. It can go
It's
down.
epic.
We can send this bitch up. It can go down. We can send this bitch up. It can go down.
They always remember you, whether things are good or bad. It's just the memories that you have.
I hate this. You know, some of them when they're really good, like how long was that?
That's a short track. It's like 3 minutes, just under 3 minutes.
On. I mean, some of those deserve like. I'd love to see him do that one in concert. Large is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, his sound selection is so precise. You know, it's so calculated.
Yeah.
And what he can do with it's like, because, you know, he's not at the beginning there. He comes in at the middle. It's like, you're almost just waiting for, like you said, you're
Yeah.
waiting to hear, okay, what is he going to sound like
I know on this one.
And his flow is just,
Yeah,
he could be saying anything.
I know.
You know, on a beat like this, it's like,
Yeah,
but his flows and his,
but it also gave a little impression as to what we were saying. Like, you know, I'm in the club and
Yeah.
I might as well just ride the back of my
Yeah.
bodyguard because I got to be on
just
top of
fucking around,
everybody. Yeah.
but it's just, it's just, you can't, it's hard to put into words
What
it sounds like and what he's
hears.
accomplishing.
Yeah, how he puts it out there. I mean, I've never heard anything like that.
We're at the final track. It's called Bound 2. This is probably one of Kanye's most popular tracks.
And it's the last one?
Yes.
Wow. Interesting placement then.
This samples a song called Bound by Ponderosa Twins Plus One. It's been sampled before in hip hop. I would say most people that sampled it were probably after Kanye though, after this. I think he was like the first one to make a big hit out of it. But I'm going to play you a song that we've heard on the channel that when we listened to it, I told you that it sampled this Kanye song, but this was way before we were at this point.
Okay.
Tyler, the Creator, sampled this same song. It's like a soul song, but he used a different part of it. But yeah, this is an iconic Kanye song and music video, which I can show you after.
Okay.
But it's a final track called Bound 2.
Honey.
all them other niggas lame and you know it now. When a real nigga hold you down, you supposed to drown. Bound. Bound.
Honey.
What you doing in the club on a Thursday? She said she only here for a girl birthday. They order champagne but still look thirsty. Rock forever 21 but just turned 30. I know I got a bad reputation. Walk around always mad reputation. Leave a pretty girl sad reputation. Start a fight club, Brad reputation. Dutton winding around all these Jamaicans. This that prom shit. This that what we do, don't tell your mom shit.
You're tired of loving with nobody to love. Nobody.
Honey.
Close your eyes and let the word paint 1,000 pictures. One good girl is worth 1,000 bitches. Bam! What would Jerome think? Hey, you remember where we first met? Okay, I don't remember where we first met. But hey, admitting is the first step. And hey, you know, ain't nobody perfect. And I know, with the hoes I
You
got
said
the
AA?
worst rep.
Yeah.
Admitting is the first step? Oh my
I'm trying
God.
perfect. Hey, yo, we made the Thanksgiving. So, hey, maybe we can make it to Christmas. She asked me what I wish for on my wish list. Have you ever asked your bitch for other bitches? Maybe we could still make it to the church steps.
So just grab somebody. Don't leave in this party with nobody to love. Nobody.
Bam.
Honey.
He's the master.
Yeah.
I mean, it that backing track doesn't even
No
sound
drums.
like the rapping he's doing should
it makes no sense.
should ever be layered
No.
together.
It's a soft, slow, smooth
But
gospel
he's just
song.
saying it. It just made it work, and
He's just kind of talking to you over.
it reminds me of was it Graduation Day where he used a lot of the kids' voices, or was that the first album?
Late Registration. He used a lot of children's
it
choir.
brought me back.
Yeah.
It brought me back to that silliness,
Orchestration and funny
and the
bars.
silly. Oh man,
Yeah.
it was
It's
good.
just-
That was a good.
It's
one.
like so funny yet so endearing and sweet at the same time. Even though the lines are so like goofy, kind of.
yeah, but you could tell he's kind of like,
But it's still like
dragging it out.
You could tell
and having
this is
fun
him.
with it.
You know, it's a sweet song.
Yeah,
talking to.
I
about
thought
his
when you
wife,
said
Kim,
it's
and-
like I thought it was going to be like a big banger. Like I didn't know.
No, but that's still one of his most popular.
It's a nice exit tune.
Yeah.
Me. Sorry.
Especially after a lot of the abrasive sounds of the album, and you know, this is like a very soft, sweet, funny.
I mean, you're gonna have to say. He says, "I'll get you fur." You're gonna have to learn to forget.
Yeah, the lines are. I mean, the one-liners.
AA. The first step is admitting you.
Yeah,
That's great
the,
stuff.
the
man.
one-liners are just every line is a one-liner in that
He's
song.
very funny.
It's incredible. So, before we do our closing thoughts, I want to do a little.
So like
In
probably
the spirit of sampling.
probably artists heard that and were like, "Whoa, what's that from?" Right?
This is the original. 71,
Okay.
1971.
All right, I was close.
So this is the original track. So obviously this is the Kanye. What we just
Found
heard.
it.
But the start of this verse, the keys and the first few lyrics is the next sample. If you listen to this part.
Started with a melody.
So Tyler the Creator sampled the same song, but this
That piece?
second part
Okay.
in A Boy's a Gun, which you haven't heard in a while, but we did on the channel. You can hear it if you listen.
Okay. Don't shoot me down. You so motherfucking dangerous.
Oh, wow.
You so motherfucking dangerous.
And he uses the
You got me by
keys,
my
too.
neck. That's why these other niggas lame to us. Cause all these other niggas lame as fuck. We show them no respect.
Started
Times right.
a
Times right, baby.
Pretty cool.
Turn me a little bit.
Pretty cool, right?
I mean, yeah, the fact that he found that gem,
Awesome.
I always feel it really shows. I think when an artist goes that far back to pick a sample,
I mean, yes, 71.
how much music right. He wasn't even born.
No. So what'd you think overall?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I don't think I've heard any of them ever. Believe it or not, I hadn't heard.
Yeah, I'm
any
not surprised.
One of those.
I don't think, I mean, except for maybe Bound 2, I don't think there was real big.
Now, why? Because it was this.
Actually, I don't know. I mean, it might have just been more in the hip hop scene. Like, I don't think. I mean, I know this was still a #1 album when it came out,
but it wasn't in the top 40.
I mean, that's just.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's just what gets played.
Yeah.
But a lot of these songs are very popular. But I would say commercially, this wasn't, compared to any of his other albums that had such big radio hits that made you, like, when you heard them, you knew them. This one was a little more, like I said, a little more
probably because of the
experimental.
Probably because of the synthesizer stuff and the techno part.
Yeah,
of the
it's not
first few.
as straightforward,
but
it's just so good.
As a project, very good.
So good. And again, like as a follow-up to Twisted Fantasies, which was so epic and story-driven and instrumentals and features.
It's a nice break.
And then this is just, like, again, I know I keep praising him, but I think he does have a big part. Rick Rubin's ability
I
to
think you're right. I
draw
think
the artist into...
Yeah, I think it's a Rick Rubin...
make some shit that you want to make.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It doesn't matter. Like, even that. Like, the simplistic is, like, could almost be seen in a negative way of, like, oh, there's not a lot going on.
Not
but
a lot
like,
here
even
to
that
chew
song,
on.
production-wise, besides the sample loop,
They order champagne, but still.
that's it. It's just the sample loop and him rapping.
Right.
There's no crazy breaks or instrumental breaks,
Right.
which I think is something that maybe Kanye was a little scared of, but Rick was able to push him to, like, fuck it.
Yeah, why not?
That's what you want to do.
I mean, your voice is golden.
Yeah,
so-
like you said, his rapping alone, his voice alone is what people come for.
Right.
Anything else is
It is gravy.
Yeah, what are you putting around your voice?
Right. If you're a fan of the man and his music, then
It's a classic.
It's
Yeah.
It would be hard to imagine something coming out that would be a flop from Kanye.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Which, yeah, I mean, we'll get to it when we get to later, but
Okay.
he kind of had a quote unquote flop
flop?
on his last album.
Is that
but
right? Okay.
It wasn't an official release and it got cut short and he tried to rush out an album. And it was kind of amidst all the shit that was going down the past couple of years. So
Okay.
we just ignore that one.
Okay.
But besides that, every album is like
Yeah.
incredible. So yeah. So, I mean, doing Kanye is always
I love
like,
it.
I know how much you love him and I love him.
It's
So
something else.
it's kind of like, I know whenever we get to do one, it's just,
I'm really surprised.
Yeah.
He's there's no comparison.
No.
I don't think.
I still think he's one of the greatest, if not the greatest living, at least in the hip hop scene. I mean, you can make the argument
Right.
musician,
Right.
But especially in the hip hop scene,
No,
nobody,
he turned it on its head. He
he
owned
is
it.
him. He's the guy.
There's no doubt. Yeah.
There's no hip hop without Kanye.
Right.
There really just isn't.
Right. Thanks for the love and support and all
yes.
your comments. We truly read them and enjoy them.
If
And
you're new-
talk about them a lot.
If you're new here, subscribe. We post videos every week.
Yes.
We do a whole variety of artists and albums. So see if there's anything you like and consider subscribing and leaving a like. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And we'll see you next week with a new album and new video. Peace.